You're listening to Rob McConnell in the X Zone on the Talkstar Radio Network. Visit us online at www.xzoneradio.com. The X Zone radio and TV show is largely an opinion talk show. All opinions, comments, or statements of fact expressed by Rob McConnell's guests are strictly their own and are not to be construed as those of the X Zone radio and TV show or in any manner endorsed by Rob McConnell, Ram Media Company, their advertisers, Talkstar Radio Network, its affiliated stations, or their employees.
Fiction, and fiction is reality. Now, here's your host, Rob McConnell.
Come on without, come on within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty wind. Come on without, come on within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty wind. Everybody's building ships and boats. Some are building monuments, others are jotting down notes. Everybody's in despair, every girl and boy. But when Quinn the Eskimo gets here, everybody's gonna jump for joy. Come on without.
And welcome back, everyone. 1-877-528-8255 is toll-free throughout the U.S., Canada, Alaska, and Hawaii. My email address is xzone@talkstarradio.com. On MSN Messenger, talkstarradio@hotmail.com. And our websites, www.xzoneradio.com and www.xzonetv.com. My guest this hour is ZAC BARKHOUSE. He is the creator and co-director of Dead Pet Stories. Now, ZAC is a film director from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, and his recent projects include The Passage, a portrait of a small fishing town, Dinner for Two, One Man, Two Men, and a Hungry Puppet Monster, Devil's Island, the history and mystery of a haunted island at the mouth of Halifax Harbor, Webster's Grave, a suicide intervention by a gigantic teddy bear, and ZAC also sells high-end menswear and has been accused of saying whatever comes to mind with no filter more than a few times. But we're assured that ZAC is going to be a good boy today because he understands that this is a family show. ZAC, how are you?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Tell me about Dead Pet Stories. Where did you come up with the idea?
Dead Pet Stories, I came up with the idea one day when I was driving in the car with my mother, Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking of some ideas for a project for film school a couple of years ago, and she told me about a pet she used to have. It was a sheep named Bambi that lived on her farm, and it lived in kind of her dollhouse, playhouse in the backyard. And my grandmother, she used to dye the sheep different colors depending on the season, like St. Patrick's Day, because they were Irish, they would be dyed green. And for Halloween, orange, and
oh my gosh,
spring.
Sounds like what my mother used to do with our mashed potatoes.
Same idea, probably. Yeah. This is, except for a little bit different as well.
And the size, yeah.
And for Easter or springtime, or whatever, she dyed this sheep pink. And my mother, she told me she was at school. She was like 7 years old, and there was a fundraiser, and they were selling popcorn. And she thought that her pet Bambi, the sheep, would love to have some of this popcorn. So after school, she got home. She ran home. She had this popcorn. She brought it right to the backyard to feed it to Bambi, and Bambi loved it. She ate all the popcorn up, and then she started to choke and died there at my mother's feet. And she she just said the story, kind of, there I was, a 7-year-old girl with a big, obese, pink sheep dead at my feet. What are you going to do? She's really still upset about it to this day. And I decided, anyone who's ever had a pet, if you've had a pet or still have one, it's either dead or going to die someday. So everyone kind of has a story, and most of them are kind of strange or bizarre in some sort of way. And, we're kind of doing it also to, just kind of, we're trying to fundraise money and raise money for the SPCA.
Excellent.
And we're just kind of getting it out there, and it's, it's supposed to be just a fun thing, and hopefully people don't take it too serious, and it's just kind of a fun thing to kind of get people interested in. And
Zach, stand by. We've got to take a 2-minute commercial break. Zach Barkhouse is our special guest. www.deadpetstories.com. That's www.deadpetstories.com. He's also on YouTube at www.youtube.com/user/deadpetstories. We'll be back on the other side of this 2-minute break right here on Talkstar.
Everybody's building ships and boats. Some are building monuments, others are jotting down notes. Love is strange. Lot of people.
Zach Barkhouse is our special guest. His website is www.deadpetstories.com. Zach, what are some of the best dead pet stories you've heard?
some of the best.
Yeah.
The best one would have to be Troy Howe's. It's my favorite one. He tells a story about his pet rabbit that he wanted a dog, but his parents let him get a rabbit for his first pet. And that's my favorite story, that the rabbit had this tooth that would keep on growing, and he had to cut the teeth and pull it out, and it would keep on growing back because it kept on driving into his bottom lip. And one day when he was pulling the teeth out of the rabbit's face, it kind of got on his leg and started to kind of do its thing, and he kind of was totally disgusted by it, and didn't really want to kind of get near the rabbit too much anymore, and the rabbit eventually dies, and he feels bad, so he buries it in his backyard, and it creates this big divot, and every time he mows the lawn, he's reminded of that darn rabbit Thumper.
What's been the reaction to dead puppies? Dead pet stories.
The reaction?
Yeah.
Well,
have you gotten any hate mail?
We get a little bit of hate mail. A lot of people that see it online and stuff tend to really like it, and like to kind of. I'm always hearing about other people's stories, and everyone's always telling me about their dead pet stories. We had a mailing campaign where we sent some flyers out, and a couple of people that maybe weren't the right demographic possibly kind of found it offensive and maybe disgusting, and didn't quite just maybe took it a little bit too personal, because we're just trying to have fun with it and have people talk about their old pets, whether it's sometimes sad, funny, bizarre, and just make it easier to sometimes deal with a bad situation. And some people kind of maybe took it the wrong way, didn't quite understand the website and what we're doing as a whole. So yeah, we get a little bit of hate mail.
All right. So what's the process of making a dead pet story?
The process, well, it's changed. The first time we made one, it was just kind of like a pilot, and it was 5 short stories, about 2 minutes each, that were put together as one whole 20-minute video, and we decided maybe we better market it as individual stories.
Yeah.
And we thought that it would be something we could put on the website and upload them, every week or every month or wherever we would decide, and hopefully maybe get people to shoot their own, where we didn't have to necessarily do a big production, and we're kind of hopefully pushing in that in the future. But the process now is we kind of get to try to figure out what kind of stories we want told, and try to go out and find people, or people that have contacted us through email, or people that know people that have come to us, or stories that we've heard, and go looking for those people, and we shoot a 1 to 2 minute segment and upload several of them at the end of every month. We've shot it up until now. We've been shooting it in a studio with lights and the one camera and sound, and we're hoping to kind of move to doing it more on location, possibly at people's houses or in people's backyards where their pets might be buried, or whatever, depending on the story.
Where do you get the money to produce these films?
The money to produce them comes from Charlie Mack Productions. It's in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, just across the harbor from Halifax. And the generous people there have, put money and a lot of time and a lot of effort and stuff into getting these made. And, the money that we make isn't really going to is probably not going to be a lot, but we hope to kind of sell some merchandise and stuff. And the whole idea is to donate that to the SPCA to, raise awareness for preventing cruelty to animals.
You're starting to fade out on us, Zach.
Oh, really?
There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, now, so you're raising money for the SPCA, and I think that's a wonderful cause. My hat's off to you on that.
Thank you very much.
What celebrity would you most like to have tell a dead pet story?
Celebrity?
Yeah.
Barack Obama is getting that dog really soon, so maybe someday he could tell a dead pet story. It'd be all right.
Yeah. Can users submit their own stories to you?
Yeah, they can. We're hoping that's kind of the way that it's going to go in the future, and people basically just shoot their own at home and upload it to YouTube, and we'll link it to our website and get the same people that are coming to check our videos out, checking theirs out too, and maybe hopefully we won't have to make any more, and it'll be a place that's more interactive for internet users to kind of make their own and share their own videos all together.
When you decided to get into filmmaking, did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think that you'd be doing little vignettes on dead pet stories?
Not really. It kind of just fell into it. It really just started out as a short documentary, and now it's a short 20-minute video, and now it's coming on to almost like a web series that hopefully people look forward to getting new videos every month, and going back and telling their friends, and more people kind of getting interested in shooting their own, and hopefully it'll kind of keep on going that way.
So you've created a monster, but in a good way.
In a good way, yeah. Hopefully. One
of your films is called Devil's Island, the history and mystery of a haunted island at the mouth of Halifax Harbor. What can you tell us about that?
Devil's Island, it's in progress. We're still shooting right now, but it's hopefully coming this fall, and there's the island at the mouth of Halifax Harbor, and we're going to talk about the history. It's a small 30-acre island that had 30 fishing families that lived on it, and it had a lighthouse and a schoolhouse, and there's a whole community out there, and it was also haunted, and there's all this debate right now about who owns certain parts of the island and what's going to happen to the island and the preservation of the lighthouse, and we're going to try to try to help save its lighthouse, and we're just really focusing in the history of the Maritimes and the struggle that we face now, and trying to tell that story through Devil's Island.
1-877-528-8255, toll free throughout the U.S., Canada, Alaska, and Hawaii. This is the X Zone on the Talkstar Radio Network. Our guest this hour is ZAC BARKHOUSE. He's creator and co-director of Dead Pet Stories. And their website is www.deadpetstories.com. And their YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/user/deadpetstories. How many dead pet stories do you get during the average week?
Do we?
Do people submit to you?
Well, this is just something that we started a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we have one up there now, I do believe, and about half a dozen coming really soon. They're just in the process of being uploaded and getting out there on the site.
So are you going to be going to pet cemeteries and doing features like they have, ghost hunters or paranormal state? Are you going to be getting into that genre of investigating the paranormal on the animal side?
We might very well do that. We keep on trying to come up with new ideas,
mm-hmm.
and we know there's a pet cemetery in PEI that we might end up going to and maybe shooting some stuff there. We're just trying to, every time we release a couple segments, we want to try to make them a little bit different and a little bit edgier and kind of just push the envelope a little bit more each and every time. So that is definitely something we might have to take part in.
Do you did you have a fascination with the paranormal prior to getting involved with this project?
With Devil's Island, I'd have to say there's a lot of kind of haunted stuff happening on that island, and that's kind of, I guess, very similar to
mm-hmm.
the Dead Pets and in the Dead Pets. So Devil's Island, I think that's being worked on right now is something that we're working on, trying to. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so, a little bit. Never really thought of it that way.
What advice do you have for people who would like to get into their own production of small films like yourself, documentaries and assorted films?
What would my advice be?
Yeah.
Just get a camera, get some friends, get them to act, get the same friends to help shoot and do sound, and just go out there and do it. Learn that way. That's the best way.
All right. So if anybody would like to see more about Dead Pet Stories, they just go to the website at deadpetstories.com?
Pardon?
If people want to learn more about Dead Pet Stories, or if they have a story to submit, where would they go?
If people want to submit their own stories, they can go to the website, deadpetstories.com, or the YouTube channel, and there's a video that's telling people to shoot their own and
mm-hmm.
to upload it as a response to that video, and that's the best way. So people go on and shoot their video, upload it to YouTube, and post it as a response to one of our videos. We'll get it that way, and we'll select a couple every month to put on our release on our website. We're trying to encourage people to go out and shoot their own, and it doesn't matter if they're shooting it on a webcam or
mm-hmm.
on their cell phone, or just going out and doing it, and kind of getting more and more people doing it is going to get more and more people interested in it, seeing it, and hopefully raising some more money, more and more money.
Zach, I want to thank you very much for joining us tonight. Continued success, and we'll look forward to seeing more and more stories at deadpetstories.com.
Excellent.
Take care, my friend. Bye-bye now. When we come back from the news at the bottom of the hour, we're going to have a mixed bag. We're going to play a little bit of William Shatner. We're also going to... I've got a few surprises in store. My name's Rob McConnell. This is the X Zone on the Talkstar Radio Network. 1-877-528-8255 is toll free. Our email is xzone@talkstarradio.com. I'll be back on the other side of this commercial break with the news as the X Zone continues live and around the world on the Talkstar Radio Network from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Don't go away.
Always wanted to play the guitar? With the Victor Lee Guitar Method, if you've got a song you can hum in the shower, in just one easy lesson, you can start actually to read sheet music and play the guitar. You'll be playing beautifully in no time, and the tunes you write can actually be played on other instruments using the government-endorsed Victor Lee Guitar Translator. Victor Lee's amazing offer is online at www.victorleeguitarmethod.com. Learn how to play beautifully the guitar and read music and translate the music you write to be played on other instruments. Music is the international language, and the copyrighted Victor Lee guitar translator instructions are available in most languages spoken around the world. Go now to www.victorleeguitarmethod.com. Open yourself to a wonderful world of music. www.victorleeguitarmethod.com.
Whether it's the arrival of Planet X in 2012, the Earth's crazy weather cycles, our deadly global warming, Armageddon, UFOs, ETs, terrorism, the critical mass 2008 presidential elections, Dr. Jason Rand talks the talk and walks the walk. Being a twice-nominated Grammy record producer, recording artist, publisher, lecturer, UFO ET researcher and investigator, and best-selling author of The Return of Planet X, Mankind's Ongoing Legacy with a Brown Dwarf Star, Dr. Jason Rand truly does walk the walk and talk the talk. For more information on Dr. Jason Rand or to order The Return of Planet X, visit his website at www.returnofplanet-x.com or call 901-336-9660. And where will you be in the year 2012?
You're listening to Rob McConnell in the X Zone on the Talkstar Radio Network. Visit us online at www.xzoneradio.com.
Hi, this is Eric Rawls of Cosmoverse.com, and you're listening to Rob McConnell in the X Zone.
Hi, this is Blade Runner, and you are listening to Canada's #1 paranormal radio show, The X Zone, with Rob McConnell.
Hi, I'm Laura Sabrin of Feast to Fields Organic Vineyard in Jordan, and you're listening to Canada's #1 paranormal radio show, The X Zone, with Rob McConnell.
Hi, my name is Lady Ashley, the White Witch of Niagara-on-the-Lake, and you're listening to Canada's #1 paranormal talk radio show, The X Zone, with Rob McConnell.
Welcome to the X Zone, a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. Now, here's your host, Rob McConnell.
Countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3, 2, X minus 1, fire. From the far horizons of the unknown come transcribed tales of new dimensions in time and space. These are stories of the future, adventures in which you'll live in 1,000,000, could be years, on 1,000 maybe worlds. The National Broadcasting Company presents
X minus 1.
Tonight, Something for Nothing by Robert Sheckley.
I woke up when I thought I heard a voice. But I must have been mistaken because there was no one in my room. There was the same network of cracks in the muddy yellow ceiling and the same water dripping slowly and mournfully through from the roof. I've seen it 100 times before. The worst room in a cheap hotel. But then, when I swung my feet onto the floor, I saw it. It was a machine on the floor. It hadn't been there when I went to sleep the night before. It was about 3 feet square, and it was humming softly. The crackled gray surface was featureless, except for a red button in one corner and a brass plate in the center. I leaned in closer and read the marking. Class A Utilizer, Series AA1256432. Warning, this machine should be used only by Class A ratings. Hey, where did you come from? A utilizer, huh? What do you utilize? No switches, no knobs, just one red button. Okay, we'll give it a try. Here goes the button. All right, what happens now? Little green men drop from the ceiling? Okay, we'll push it again. Oh, come on, do something. Because I'll have to pawn it. Unless Charlie will give me $1 for the metal for junk. Boy, it's heavy. Can't even get the corner off the floor. They should have sent me somebody to help.
Where do you want it, Mac?
Hey, where did you come from?
Come on. We haven't got all day. Where do you want it? Lucky it's one of the small ones. The big models up roots to get a grip on.
Who are you?
Moving man. What do I look like? Queen of the May?
But where did you come from? You just appeared in the room. What are you doing here?
I'm from the Power Vinyl Movers Incorporated, and I came because you wanted movers. That's why. Now, where do you want it?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Look, you go away. I'll call for you later.
Okay, Mac. It's your problem.
Utilizer, huh? Utilizer. Well, I don't know where you came from, but I know what you are. You're a wishing machine. I suppose most people would be shocked if a wishing machine suddenly showed up in their room. But not me. Most of my life has been spent wishing, hoping, praying that something marvelous would happen to me. In high school, I dreamed of waking up some morning with an ability to know my homework without having to do it. In the Army, I used to wish for some witch to change my orders, put me in charge of the day room instead of forcing me to do close-order drill like everyone else. Out of the Army, I avoided work. You see, I'm kind of psychologically unsuited for it. I just drifted around hoping some fabulously wealthy person would for some reason change their will and leave me everything. I never really expected anything to happen, but now it did. All right, machine, let's go. I'd like $1,000 in small unmarked bills. There it is. How about that? 5 pens. They're all dirty. Just perfect. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll get the machine out of New York. Maybe upstate someplace where I won't be bothered by nosy neighbors. I've got a lot of problems on the income tax with this sort of thing. Well, maybe I get organized and I'll go to Central America. Hey, what's happening? There's a hole opening up in the wall. What? Somebody's trying to get through to me. The owner of the machine, he's trying to get it back. That hole's getting bigger. Hey, utilizer. Protect me.
Sanitar Leak Temporal Wall Protection Service. What can I do for you?
That man coming through the wall, get rid of him. He's almost through.
Take it easy now. There's plenty of time. Let me see. Where did I put that unit?
There's his head.
Wait a minute. You don't understand. Now, wait. Well, that takes care of him. Anything else?
Did you kill him?
Of course not. I just veered him back through his grommet. He won't try that way again.
Well, you mean he'll try some other way?
It's possible. He could attempt a microtransfer or even animation. Say, this is your utilizer, isn't it?
Of course. Well, sure it is, of course.
Then you're an A rating?
Naturally. If I wasn't, what would I be doing with a utilizer?
Oh, no offense. Just being friendly. Well, how you A's get around. I suppose you've come back here to do a history book.
Well, I'm really not permitted to say. You understand, don't you?
Oh, of course. I'll be on my way.
There I was alone with the machine with $1,000 in small bills scattered around the floor. Those A ratings, whoever they were, had it pretty good. Want something, just ask for it. Press the button. Well, the next few days marked a great change in my fortunes. With the aid of the Power Vinyl Movers, I took the utilizer to upstate New York. There I bought a medium-sized mountain in a neglected corner of the Adirondacks. And once the papers were in my hands, I walked to the center of my properties, several miles from the highway, with the men from the moving company sweating behind me, carrying the utilizer. On all sides, as far as I could see, were closely spaced forests of birch and pine. The air was sweet and damp. Birds were chirping merrily in the treetops. An occasional squirrel darted by. I always loved nature. This would be the perfect spot to build a large, impressive house with swimming pool, tennis courts, and possibly a small airport. So I pushed the button.
Yes, sir. Can I be of service?
I want a house.
Well, yes, sir, but you really must be more specific. Do you want something classic, like a bungalow, ranch, split-level, mansion, castle, or palace? Or primitive, like an igloo or hut? Now, since you're an A, you could have something up to the minute, like a semi-base, an extended new, or a sunken miniature.
Oh, well, I don't know. What do you suggest?
A small mansion. They usually start with that.
They do?
Oh, yes. Later, they move to a warm climate and build a palace. Shall we start immediately?
Oh, yeah, sure. Fine. Start immediately. I wanted to ask a couple more questions, but I decided against it. Everything was going too smoothly. These people thought I was an A and a true owner of the utilizer. There wasn't any sense in disenchanting them. The rest of the day, I reclined on a couch and drank iced beverages while the Maxim Alt Construction Company materialized equipment and put up my house.
Well, now, there you are, sir. Modest, low-slung affair with 20 rooms. Built only of the best materials from the design of Mig of Degmar. Interior by Toeg, Mueller swimming pool, and formal gardens by Varium. It's really the latest thing. With your permission, we'll include a complete layout on it in Galactic House and Garden.
By evening, it was completed, and the small army of workmen packed up their equipment and then vanished. I allowed my chef to prepare a light supper for me, and afterwards I sat in my cool living room to think the whole thing over. In front of me, humming gently, sat the utilizer. I ordered cigars. Havana. I wonder what's behind it all. Of course, it can't be supernatural. There are no demons or devils in this. My house was built by regular, ordinary human beings. They swore and laughed and cursed like human beings. The utilizer was simply a scientific gadget, which worked on principles that I didn't understand or care to understand. Could it have come from another planet? Not likely. They wouldn't have learned English just for me. And so I decided that the utilizer must have come from the Earth's future. But how? Well, accidents will happen. Why couldn't the utilizer have just slipped back into the past and ended up in my room? What a wonderful future it must be. Wishing machines. How marvelously civilized. All a person has to do is think of something, presto, and there it is. Of course, I had to watch my step. There was still the owner and the rest of the A's. They'd probably try to take the machine away from me. A sudden movement caught my eye. I looked up. The utilizer was quivering. As I walked towards it, a faint mist of steam came out of it. Must be overheating. Maybe a bucket of water. Then I noticed it was becoming smaller. It was no more than 2 feet square and shrinking before my eyes. The owner, perhaps the A's, are causing a micro-transfer that Leak had talked about. I had to do something quickly. I pushed the button. Leak Protection Service.
Well, now look here. I was on my way to the golf course. Must I be disturbed every
Do
time?
something. Look at it. It's shrinking. It's getting smaller. It's getting hot. Do something.
Well, there's nothing I can do. Temporal wall is all I'm licensed for. You want the micro-control people. Bye.
Wait a minute. Come back. It's getting hot. It's getting smaller. I'll press the button again. Micro-control.
With whom do you wish to make an appointment?
Get me help fast. Look, the utilizer is growing smaller. They're micro-transferring it.
Well, Mr. Vergnan is out to lunch. He's disowned himself. I can't reach him.
Well, who can you reach?
Well, Mr. Vierce is in the Deeg Continuum, and Mr. Elgis is doing field work in Paleotic Europe. If you're really in a rush, maybe transfer point control. They're a smaller unit.
All right. Transfer point control. Ow! That button's hot. I gotta push it. Gotta push that button. Transfer point control.
Well, what can I do for you? Just a minute. I'll take care of that. There you are. Got just in time, didn't I? Ain't fancy, but we're all reliable.
My hand, my finger, it's burned. Can you do something?
Who, me? Nope, not my department. Do one thing, do it well, I always say. Right?
My finger, it's burned. Push the button again. Fix me up. Fix my finger. Ah, that's better. Much better. The owner of the Utilizer didn't try anything for at least a week. But I found that my mansion in the woods had been the wrong thing to do. I had to hire a platoon of guards to keep away sightseers, and hunters insisted on camping in my formal gardens. Also, the Bureau of Internal Revenue began to take a lively interest in my affairs. And so with the aid of the Power Vinyl Movers and the Maxima Oath Construction Company and the Jankston Instantaneous Travel Bureau, and a good deal of money placed in the proper hands, I moved to a small Central American republic. And there, since the climate was warmer and the income tax non-existent, I built a large, airy, ostentatious palace. It came equipped with the usual accessories: horses, dogs, peacocks, servants, musicians, bevies of dancing girls, and everything a palace should have. I spent 2 weeks just exploring the place. One morning, I went up to the Utilizer with the vague intention of asking for a sports car, or perhaps a small herd of pedigreed cattle. But as I bent over the gray machine and reached for the red button... Hey, where you going? Hey, you can't move. You weigh a ton. Hold still so I can push the button. Hey, come back here. It's animation, that's what it is. Hey, come back here. I gotta push the button and get some kind of help. Hey, machine, stop. Back into the corner. There we go. There we are. Careful. Can't really get through the door. One side, a little dodge. There. Animation control. Wow. That was close. I can't take any more chances. I better do some big wishing now while I still have the chance. All right, pay attention here, machine. I'll have $5 million, 3 functioning oil wells, a motion picture studio, perfect health, 25 more dancing girls, immortality, a sports car, and a herd of pedigreed cattle. What is it? What happened? The Utilizer. It's gone. Where is it? Wait a minute. What happened to me?
All right, we're going to be holding it right there, and we'll continue the final parts of the Utilizer on the other side of this commercial break. My name is Rob McConnell, and you're listening to the X-Zone on the Talkstar Radio Network. We'll be back after this short break, and I'll tell you who's going to be on with us tomorrow night. Whatever you do, don't go away, and if you do, get right back.
Attention female dieters. The following is a public announcement for women age 18 and up who are interested in boosting their love lives while zapping belly fat and cellulite as part of a national weight loss survey. If you qualify to participate, you will receive a free trial of a new high-speed diet pill called Slim Seduction. Originally developed as a libido booster for women, many Slim Seduction users have also reported startling losses of belly fat and cellulite while following a healthy lifestyle plan. And now, you can get a free trial of Slim Seduction if you qualify. Just visit slim16.com. Again, this is a public announcement for women age 18 and up who are interested in enhancing their love lives and losing belly fat and cellulite. But hurry, participation in this national weight loss survey is extremely limited and based on a first-come, first-served basis. To see if you qualify for a free trial of Slim Seduction, just visit slim16.com. Remember slim16.com. That's slim, then the number 16.com.
Are you getting tired of all the bad news? Well, then take a break from the worries of the world and play the love game. It's time to focus on what is really important in our lives, our relationships. You deserve more love, happiness, and harmony in your life. Synchro Hearts is the new hot relationship game that guarantees more love, laughter, and romance for you and your partner. It's not a sex game, it's a love game based on all the important relationship stuff like better communication, more intimacy, and lots of fun and excitement. Great intimacy is just one of the benefits of plain Synchro Hearts. Now, President Obama inspires hope, love, and peace for the world. Synchro Hearts offers more hope, love, and harmony for relationships. To order your very own edition of Synchro Hearts, visit Synchro Hearts' website now at www.synchrohearts.com. That's www.synchrohearts.com. Synchro Hearts. It's the game you love to play and play to love.
You better get working now, boy. Don't hand you touch that electronic whip.
What do you mean?
You'll find out. You can call me Jang. We'll be together for some time.
How long?
You work it out. The rate is 50 credits a month until your debt is paid off.
They can't do this to me. It's all a mistake. It was their fault they left the machine. They let it slip into the past. It's all a mistake.
It's no mistake. They're short of labor. They don't want to go recruiting all over for it. Come on. After the first 1,000 years, you won't mind it.
The first 1,000 years? I won't live that long.
Sure you will. You got immortality, didn't you?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I wished for it just before they took back the machine.
Sure you did.
Hey, wait a minute. That bill that Flynn showed me. I didn't see immortality on that bill. How much did they charge me for immortality?
Oh, don't be naive, pal. You should have figured it out by now. Naturally, they give that away for nothing. Now grab your pick. Let's go.
Brought you Something for Nothing, a story written by Robert Sheckley and adapted for radio by Ernest Kenoy.
And there we are, X-1. I'd like to take this opportunity of thanking all our guests tonight. We spoke with Michael Varhola about America's Haunted Road Trip, Jim Muehlhausen about, the 51 mistakes that small businesses make, and it was quite an interesting hour. Dr. Lynn Ketai, of course, the lady behind the Phoenix Lights. Well, I don't mean she caused them, but she is the foremost authority on the Phoenix Lights. And also this past hour we had ZAC BARKHOUSE and his Dead Pet Stories. His website is www.deadpetstories.com. On tomorrow night's show we have John Rhodes, Paul Von Ward, and then we've got a 2-hour special on the return of Planet X. Also coming up this week we have Connie Podesta, Tara Green, Michael Ravey, Ken Thomas, Dr. Mary Zennett, Sue Allen, and Doug Elwell is going to be with us talking about Ireland and St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up next week. Well, that's it for tonight, everyone. Where does the time go? And we're having fun here in the X-Zone. I'd like to take this opportunity of thanking each and every one of you in the X-Zone Nation for allowing us to be part of your day or night, no matter where you are. And for making this show the popular show it is, not only on radio stations, TV stations, but our numbers at iTunes continue to soar. So thank you, each and every one of you. My producer at Master Control tonight, the one and only Miss Melanie. Thanks for keeping us up on those 4 big satellites in the sky, Galaxy 4R, Telstar 7, Aglia 2, and on G3. And, of course, on TalkStarRadio.com streaming audio. To Rob in Scarborough, thanks, Rob, for keeping everybody going at XZoneTV.com. To my daughter, Stephanie, our segment producer, thanks, Steffi, another great show. And to my wife, the lovely Laura Rogers, thank you for all your help as well, dear. So until tomorrow night, as once again we cross this time-space continuum to this place that I call the X Zone, take care of each other. And if you've got a child at home, give them a hug, give them a kiss. Tell them they're loved, because the children of today are the leaders of tomorrow and always lead by example. So until tomorrow night, my friends, as I always say, always keep your eyes to the sky and your heart to the light. Good night, everyone.
I know